Hello. Sorry about this. I just remembered at the last minute I had to bring that down. Welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. Whether this is your first or you've been a friend of mine for a long time, I want to welcome you and send some love your way. Anyways, this is Naturally Kim's Knitting, and I'm Kim. And this is a podcast where I just generally love to chat, mainly about my knitting or my friends or today's prize winners. And I just like to chat, chat, chat with people. Anyways, today is March 1st, 2022, and this is episode 272. Now, I am online on YouTube, Blogger, Facebook, and WordPress as Naturally Kim's Knitting. Then on Ravelry, I'm NapiersKnits, and then there's a podcast group called Naturally Kim's Knitting Podcast Group. And then Instagram, knitting_Kim. Now, I do want to let you guys know that during Lent, um, I'm going to be giving up on Facebook and Instagram just during Lent. I will still post my podcast on Facebook, so you know if you if that's where you look at it, you will still see it on Facebook. I am just not going to. Oh, and Twitter. I'm just going to take. I'm just going to fast from those things because I catch myself logging into Facebook too often and Instagram and all those. So Twitter not so much, but you know. Anyway, so I did want to give you a heads up during Lent. You won't see me on those places. Anyways, if you've been watching me for a little while, you know that I have two affiliates that I truly love, and I use their yarns. And yeah, one of them is Knit Picks, and I just wanted to let they haven't updated their sales, which surprised me. They usually have those already on the first day. So the only thing they have up right now is their bare yarn, which is up to 15% off when bought in bulk. And then Michael's, oh my goodness, Michael's always has so many yarn deals, and they've got home decor, and they've got cry cut, and they have lots of things. So check them out. But please, if you decide to buy from either of those places, if you just go to I'm sorry, ksnapier475.blogspot.com and use one of the links that are on my show notes, I'd appreciate it. And it does help me when I buy gift cards for prizes. So, anyways, and talking of which, guess what? Today, well, I'm going to talk about my new. No, I'm going to do the winners. Today is time for the winners. I actually did it on March 1st. Can you believe this? The winners for our craft along of towels and dishcloths. Now we have, I hate to say winners, two people that I have chose, or random number generator chose. And one of those is eyenowhour, and the other is TriLinda. So you guys both have until the 15th of the month to contact me. Your choices of prizes, you can either have one giftable pattern for up to $10. You can have a $10 Knit Picks gift card or a $10 Michaels gift card. How about that? So just let me know by the 15th. And like, if this is your first time in a while to watch this podcast, I've gone down to having two winners per craft along, and random number generator, of course, always picks the winners or picks the people. And yeah, so there's two chosen names, but they can choose from three prizes, and it doesn't matter even if the first person has claimed the Michaels card. You know what? Second person can get a Michaels card too. Okay. So that's that. Oh, I didn't change something on my craft along. I also always have a craft along for finished objects. Um, Finished objects is anything that you have finished. I don't care if it's sewing, knitting, crocheting, woodwork. I always say woodworking. I don't know why. Painting, Whatever, whatever craft you create, you may take a picture of it, hop on over to um, February and March, yeah, finished object, craft along, put your picture in there. And if there's a pattern name, please include it with it because, it's only fair to the person who made it. Plus, there's people like me that will see the pattern and go, oh, I feel like I need to get it. In fact, today I just put, I love double knitting and I haven't done it for a long time. And those of you who have watched me for ages know that I also like Doctor Who. And there is a double knit Doctor Who scarf. And yeah, it's $6, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to get that and try to make that sometime. If my daughter moves out here, maybe that'll be hers. I don't know. Anyways, I should. No, that's right. The finished object for February and March. Okay, drawings for that. I will close it on April 1st. Hopefully, that's always the goal, depending on if I get sick, if I have, lots of appointments or whatever, which right now I don't, so let's hope I don't. But the drawing will be on April 1st. People will have till the 15th to claim prizes, and the prizes are the same as this month. $10 Knit gift card, or a $10 Michaels gift card, or a one giftable pattern up to $10. Okay, so that's talking about, the winners and the craft along that we always have going on. Well, guess what? Starting today, we have our March and April baby or toddler craft along. Now, for me, toddlers go like probably up to age 4. I don't know. Maybe that's not right, but I will take anything up to size 4. So, same as the finished object. It could be anything. I mean, if you want to paint a baby's room and put it in there, that's fine with me. If you can get it done in time. Whatever. Cross stitch. I have my dear friend Betsy who is cross stitching something for her grandbaby. I mean, this is hot. If she gets it done in time, she could post it. Anything for babies or toddlers. You may finish it, post it in the correct thread. Once again, if there's a name that goes along with the pattern, please post it so that, other people can see where you got it from and see if they might want to purchase it. Unless I have more baby or grandchildren coming along, I probably will not participate in this one. My grandchildren are 5 and 8 now. Oh, no, 6 and 8 now. Sorry, Tobias. Yeah, so they're no longer even in the toddler age. If you hear my puppy barking at all today, she is extremely nervous because they are working on lines across the road, and so whenever they back up, she does not like that sound. Do you, Ginger? My baby girl. Anyways, let's see. Oh, you may poly dip either of the craft alongs. I mean, if you finish a baby or toddler item and you would like to put it in the finished objects, definitely do that. I have no problems with that. If there's another podcast that you watch that is also doing a baby or a toddler craft along, yes, please do that. As long as it follows their rules, my rules, I have no problems with that. Okay. Oh, and by the way, let's say that somebody made 3 or 4 baby items or 3 or 4 finished objects, which I have some people that have put plenty out there. It doesn't matter how many they have in there. They can only win one prize per drawing. Okay? I mean, that's what I like about random number generator is, I'm sorry, I have this on my gliding step stool. Number generator, it picks. It gives me which posting to go to, and I just go to that posting rather than me putting names in a bowl or whatever. That doesn't work for me very well. Don't forget, if I would appreciate it if you post any of these. I'm sorry, if you make any purchases with nitpicks or Michaels, if you can do it through ksnapier475.blogspot.com, I would appreciate it. I haven't figured out what we're doing um, May and June yet. Is that right? No, I just started March and April, May and June. I will look into that and I will let you know that probably next week or the next. I will let you know. So, time to talk about what's on my needles. Yes, I love talking about what I'm knitting. Um, I wish I could see each one of your items as you're working on them, but I do get to see the finished items, and oh, they are always so beautiful. So, what's on my needles? Well, this is a little scrap yarn advent sock, and I wasn't sure if I'd like it. I mean, it's just using up whatever I have left over, and I'm actually on the leg right now. I may have to break into another. No, I found another partial skein yesterday. So yeah, I have to decide whether I will send this off to them or not. But I like it, so I could always trade one of mine for this. I might do that. So that's an advent sock. It'll be either for my grandchildren or my daughter. Then I started this. I don't. Heart and Soul. Is there a yarn called Heart and Soul? See, I've been sick for a couple days, and that means sometimes my hubby might pick things up, or even me sometimes, and not be aware of it. I threw away the bands again, but I want to say it's Heart and Soul, and I just got started. And so of course I don't have a colorway. Just got started on the toes. So this is one, and this one I'm not quite as far yet. So yeah, those are my latest advent soup kitchen socks. Because of course in a few minutes I'll show you the finished ones. I'm so tickled by that. Then, oh boy, that was like an earthquake. I do apologize. I don't like that when other people have wavy screens, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna move my legs farther away from it. And this is my wicker work by Michelle Wang. I'm going to show you the right way, right side. And I don't know. Can you see where the little yellow marker is there? I've been working on this a lot this week. I don't know why I picked a yellow marker. It's very hard to see. But yeah, this is my wicker work pullover. I love this. This was my snow dyed yarn from last year. Um, so I just have flecks of color in it. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Boy, I'm going to be ready for another ball before long. Ball of yarn. Okay, so that's that. That's that. Oh, my Paris socks. I don't even have my temperature afghan on my show show notes. I'll show you this one first because this one I'm ready to do the cuff. I have finished the foot. There's the foot. Did the heel. Now, for the heel, I did my own, I love that rib heel. So I just did my rib heel. And then I was able to do 2 repeats of Paris. And now I'm getting ready for I do 20 rows of knit one, purl one. And since these are for me, it's, that's what I would like to do. So that one's ready for its finishing off the 20 rows. So I like to stop then and get the other one caught up. So I may have 1 repeat done on the leg. But I've got the foot done. I hope you can see the pattern. This is by the Knitting Expat, and this is gorgeous. I love this. So yeah, got the foot done, my heel done. Sorry, got a yarn through. And 1 repeat of the leg. So I'll probably work on this today. I told you I've been sick, and even though this is a pattern, it's not quite as complicated as wicker work. So I may wait for wicker work till I'm actually feeling a lot better. Then, the thing I haven't put on my show notes is my temperature afghan. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I've had stitches come off the needles. And I've got it right. Oh, it was only one stitch. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, it was. It's right at the end of the row, so you know they like to hide. I don't know how that happened. No, it wasn't at the end of the row even. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let me show you what I've got done. So, yeah, I've done, I could look at my paper, it would tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably the 9th of January. Like I said, I'm not keeping up as obviously with um, doing 2 rows a day or whatever. I'm doing it as I have time because that's for me. And I'm sure this summer I will not work on it as much because when it's warm, you don't really want to work on an Afghan. The whole reason for me doing an Afghan is so I can have one, so have one for the winter. Okay, so what have I finished? Well, remember last week I was only what 2 or 3 rows for finishing the Advent sock, so I whipped that off last week. So that's I've lost count again. I need to count, but I got an Advent sock done. And since I started a new pair of soup kitchen socks, you know what that meant. Soup kitchen, or I should say, they either are going to the men's shelter or to our women's shelter that we have, women and children's shelter. I got on the women and shelters. I'm taking off the progress markers so you can't see how far I went last week. Anyways, I went to the women's and child shelter site, and one of the things they said they needed is socks. So I'm going to go through socks as I make them and decide, well, does this look more female or does this look male? And, I mean, if it's obvious looks male, then it'll go to male, the men's shelter. So yeah, we were talking about that because I said I'd really like to do something to help Samaritan House. And my husband goes, well, call them. And I thought about calling them, but I kept forgetting, so I just went on internet and I found their website, and down there they talked about things you could donate. You know, like soap, shampoo, things like this. And I might actually donate some of those things when I give the socks to them. But I don't know which one I was working on last week. But other than the little tail of yarn, I like this. And I believe this sock could go either way, male or female. So those will even out. That one looks like I may have made this one color stripe too long. Oh well. Yeah, so there's the other one. Yeah. I should have stopped before I did that green. Actually, that means I should have stopped back here and started my ribbing. I didn't. Oh well. So I think they'll still like them. Don't you think so? I hope so. I like this yarn. I like this yarn. It's not especially soft, but I think it'll keep them warm. So, anyways, guess what? That's what I finished. Which for me, who hasn't had finished items for a while, this is amazing. So let's see. I told you that I'm giving up Facebook and Instagram during Lent, and Twitter, tweet, whatever it's called. You know what I mean. Um, I don't get on that very much, anyways. I will still be doing Ravelry because you guys, and I will, YouTube, of course, for this. And I get on YouTube to watch videos, but I don't really chat that often. Sometimes, like Summers in Alaska, SOMERS, I think. It might be two M's. I love that. It's just about their life in North Pole, Alaska, and I love it. Um, Sometimes they will ask questions, and I will post underneath, but I don't normally do that. So, anyways, let's see what else. My grandchildren have called me both individually. One of them called me. Well, Genevieve called me yesterday afternoon. I really wasn't feeling well, but she put a smile on my face. So we talked for probably about an hour, and then that evening we had another call. But I was wiped out, And so I was handing it to my husband, but he was doing dishes at that point, and by the time he got in, it stopped ringing. So they didn't. Usually, if it's Genevieve, she will call right back. So I'm thinking it was probably Tobias since I talked to Genevieve earlier in the day. So yeah, I hate that, but I've had the flu bug. Is that we can't decide if it was the flu bug, or I told you about the old migraine medicine they put me on that side effects were awful. Well, one of them was flu-like symptoms, or at least I got flu-like symptoms when I was on it. And I've been off of it. Well, I told you last week I was getting off of it, I'm pretty sure. And I've been feeling since then. But the last few days I've been feeling really bad. So, not COVID. Don't worry about that. It was just a stomach bug. But I'm feeling better now, other than I'm wiped out. I'm tired. And that's only because this is my first day actually feeling halfway decent. So, anything else that's going on? Now, I got something I was going to show you guys, but now I don't remember what it was. It's not in my show notes. I should know better. I have to put things in my show notes if I want to remember them. Because right now I'm looking around thinking, nope, 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 nope. Don't see anything that's new. Anyways, I think that's it. I mean, I'm just sitting here going, so I should let you guys go, get back to your families, get back to your knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever you're doing at this time of the day. I love talking with you guys. I hope you don't mind this. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm so interrupting people, but I have had so much fun over these years doing this, and I hope that you guys are still enjoying it because, yeah, I am. Anyways, talking about your crafting, I hope you have a very successful week of crafting. I hope you don't have any mistakes in your crafting. But if you do, I hope they're little ones and they're easy to fix. I love you all. Big hugs. Take care. God bless, and I will talk to you next week. Bye bye.